Elimination Chamber.
Since Brock Lesnar is the biggest disgrace of a champion in the history of WWE, and because he's not showing up to defend his title like a real champion does, we all know what's about to happen. Fastlane is going to be the next, and hopefully final pay-per-view where I place the 60-cent penalty.
They come filled with hope.
And get let down a majority of the time. Oh, you're talking about the wrestlers, you mean. Sorry.
To me.
Way to make the Elimination Chamber seem like a person. Not exactly what we needed. Also, if anything, the voice of the Elimination Chamber should be joyful and full of excitement instead of intimidating, considering nothing about this version of the cage is intimidating.
You want a WrestleMania moment? You gotta win this match!
Michael Cole makes it seem like winning the Elimination Chamber matches are a requirement in order to get a moment at WrestleMania, which is not true at all. Since this is the first mention of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship on this franchise, I'll definitely remove a few sins for the cool designs. No joke, I was seriously worried that the WWE were just gonna make a different color version of the Men's Tag Team Championship, but thank God they didn't.
The last team remaining will be the first...
Just when the ring announcer is almost finished giving the rules of the Elimination Chamber match, the technicians realize that they forgot to put the rules on the screen. Also, I get that a lot of the words are important, but there are too many red words on this list. The only reason Carmella and Naomi are a team tonight is because WWE didn't have enough women to make 6 true tag teams. There is literally zero chemistry between these two, so there's no point of this team existing. Everyone else is fine. This sin is credited to my friend who I was watching this event with. Don't touch the freaking title belts because that'll give you major bad luck. Lo and behold, he was right. I'm not asking for Michael and Corey Graves to buzz off from the commentary table for a women's match. The only thing I wonder is why they couldn't have Beth Phoenix and Renee Young be in the center of the table, thus being the center of attention in this match.
Be with your girls,
Damn it, Sarah, you just had to touch the titles. Dunkaroo sucks sign. I'm sending that because I have absolutely no freaking idea what the hell Dunkaroos are. Somebody tell me in the comments because I'm drawing a blank. I know that we want to continue the shtick where the wrestlers walk around the pods and mock those who are locked in them, but there is only one pod left, and it was literally to the right of Nia Jax and Tamina. We're just desperate in making this event very long, aren't we?
Mandy Rose!
Probably should have waited until Mandy Rose actually entered the arena before announcing her name, since Sonya Deville was the only one present on the stage at the moment.
Who knows the last time that those things were sanitized?
Considering this structure was built either yesterday or a couple of days ago, probably one of those days.
One member of a team, that entire team goes back to the locker room.
Honestly, it would be much more of a challenge if both members of an entire team had to be eliminated instead of just one.
Their lifelong goal to become tag team champions.
I'm sorry, but I don't recall either Bayley or Sasha Banks talking about how their lifelong goal was to become tag team champions one day. Michael Cole probably just made it up for dramatic purposes, which failed.
By the end of the night, and Sasha now. Oh!
Damn, that was pretty innovative, not gonna lie.
At regularly scheduled interviews.
Oh, I didn't know that we have regularly scheduled interviews throughout the Elimination Chamber match. How does that work? The match slightly pauses so that an interview could talk to the next team exiting the pod? Mandy Rose's foot is not stuck whatsoever, and she can easily get out of it by simply pulling herself backwards. Premature hugging.
Was smiling about it.
Did Liv Morgan try to pull a Melina right there? Might need a little more practice at that, especially since Sonya Deville hit her regardless. The moment everyone in the ring is down is the moment where the countdown is obviously going to start counting down, even though we barely scratched the 3-minute mark of this interval.
These teams right here.
They're pinning.
The comedy of the Iconics trying to pin literally everyone was no doubt the funniest moment of this match.
And now is no time for frustration.
Corey Graves would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. Sasha Banks may just be the smartest wrestler in this match by pretending to be knocked unconscious inside a pod with the doors closed. But my question is, who put her in the pod? Or did she put herself in the pod? By chanting "Wake Up Sasha," the crowd would also be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion. Wake the hell up, you've been sleeping in that pod for the last 10 minutes!
Just for the record, Mandy Rose still has not been eliminated.
Unnecessary reminder, since we already knew that.
Billy, obviously...
I am a villain now, but even I won't monologue if I had the advantage in this type of situation.
I'd like to see a little more urgency from the Iconics.
I might as well just let the commentators send this entire event and be done with it early. Wait, who am I kidding?
Oh, Billy Kay!
What a devastating kick to the air. You probably thought I was gonna make a Star Wars reference. Well, guess what? I'm done with that shit. Happy now? Also, I'm done with the tweets, if you're about to ask.
Where are Billy and Carmella going?
By my calculations, they want to ascend the cage. That was an amazing double-team pinfall by Peyton Royce and Billy Kay. I gave them both props for that.
The heavy favorite.
Did you seriously have to say heavy, Michael? Man, I freaking love the Iconics and the way they've accepted their doom at the hands of Nia Jax and Tamina.
Look at Sasha Banks bossing Bayley around.
Wah, wah.
Banks! Oh!
I'm not one to make too many assumptions here, but was Bayley seriously about to break up the pinfall before Sonya kicked out? If so, why?
Bailing it out. Oh!
Yep, that was funny. That was freaking funny. Somewhere backstage, Daniel Bryan just let out a huge yell in rage at hearing the yes chant. I wouldn't want to be around him. Don't forget that Sonya Deville also kicked out even before Mandy Rose broke up the pinfall. Where's her credit? Well, somebody obviously saw Alexa Bliss's strategy from last year. May have worked for her, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will work for everyone.
He's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again.
There's a huge difference between Sasha Banks striking down Bayley last year and Sasha possibly doing that again this year. In this match, they're a team. Last year, it was every woman for herself, so there was absolutely nothing wrong with it.
The injured shoulder.
Wrestler accidentally takes out their own partner in the closing moments of a tag team match cliche. Personally, I dislike this because I dislike this team. But since we're on the WWE sins, my personal opinion shouldn't matter. It's the crowning of the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, so I'll remove 30 sins for Sasha Banks and Bayley making history. Is this part of what you wanted me to go back to, fans? Post-match interview.
I was never considered best in the world.
Being considered the best in the world is a matter of opinion. There is never a true fact about it, even with a stupid trophy.
We're having another baby!
You'd have to call me crazy to not congratulate The Miz and Maurice on having another baby.
Chamber, which was presented by
Skip! P.S. That was actually a good movie.
and in control right now of the Miz.
I don't know what I just saw, but something was botched. Either Jimmy Uso failing to lift The Miz up at the right moment, or The Miz falling to the canvas upon getting out of the Samoan drop attempt.
Back to McMiz TV.
Miz TV is not a sin. McMiz TV, on the other hand, is.
Am I the only one that found it?
Copyright infringement.
Joining the fun.
Shane McMahon tried to get involved with Jimmy Uso getting hip tossed and missed him completely.
Goes right now, like a couple of cage dance.
Not interested in watching the Usos slowly approach one another while Miz and Shane wait in the ring. Get back to the wrestling. This does nothing for the match except extend the runtime.
And here come the it kicks.
The commentators finally admit the truth about the fact that these are the it kicks made famous by The Miz and not some crazy theory about Daniel Bryan. Oh, wait.
Now Jimmy springs out of the corner.
That's actually Jay Uso who sprang out of the corner with The Miz. Jimmy is the one who just tagged himself in. I know that because Jimmy didn't tag himself back in prior to this point.
No one does it better.
I said it would tone down the staring contest, but goddamn, it's annoying when a wrestler has the advantage and does nothing about it. It's like Jay wants Miz to win on purpose.
And right in the face.
Well, the shirt would have been thrown right into the face of Shane, but luckily he managed to catch it.
Jimmy Uso with one of the...
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say. I get that Shane is known for doing high-risk maneuvers, but he's gotta give it a rest at this point in his life. I'm just saying, 2 consecutive coast-to-coast? I'd be amazed if I wasn't concerned about his health. Well, damn, I'm removing another sin for that perfectly timed super kick.
Whoa, the top! Not too often you see that.
What really sells this moment is the Miz's surprised look on his face upon doing a springboard for the first time ever. That's why he's awesome.
Hit now, it's Jimmy.
Throughout the rest of this match, Jey Uso was the legal wrestler despite being crushed through the announce table by Shane, so I'm adding a further 3 sins because the victory was bullshit. 3 minutes of mourning the Miz and Shane McMahon's loss.
Finn could isolate Lio.
Well, thanks for spoiling what's about to go down tonight.
Finn can't win.
No one likes a rhymer, Lio.
No.
I bet the audio technicians were completely bored out of their minds by Lio Rush stalling for time in this interview, and I don't blame them. I almost fell asleep listening to him.
Is Lio Rush, Corey, the weak link for this team?
No offense to Lio Rush, but duh. Perfect on promos for Bobby Lashley, but really bad at in-ring performances for Bobby Lashley. 205 Live, that's a different story. What's up with the random box that appeared in the middle of the screen? WWE trying to avoid copyright on their own show or something?
Catchphrase for TGI Fridays.
We're in the middle of an Intercontinental title match and the topic of discussion is TGI Fridays, apparently.
He is a Raw champion that we can be proud of.
Well, when it comes to Raw, there aren't many available options when it comes to champions we can be proud of. So that goes to Bobby by default, not by choice.
Incredibly talented.
The referee did not see Lio Rush tag in Bobby Lashley, but somehow it was allowed, compared to the other times when he does his job right. If the referee didn't see it, it never happened.
Oh!
The moment you see the dissension between Lio and Bobby is the moment you know Finn Balor is obviously winning this match. Lio Rush is a moron. Lio isn't technically cornered as he can slide under the ropes and run around the ring to Bobby's side and tag him in. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn perfected that a year ago, coincidentally, in a handicap title match.
Oh, no!
I'd be happy to see Bobby finally get rid of Lio, but this assault did absolutely nothing for the team. Hell, it feels like it never even happened. Previously on WWE, as well as a moment that pissed us all off.
When you're Charlotte Flair!
This is basically a repeat of the promo Charlotte Flair made on SmackDown last Tuesday. We don't need repeats.
She's not even being thought about. She's being overlooked.
which makes this upcoming match feel like a deeper burial ground for Ruby Riott, which completely sucks. Ronda Rousey's outfit as Sonya Blade honestly suits her more than her usual wrestling outfit. I'll even give it a sin off because I like this look.
Rousey Riott. What?
Rousey Riott? Michael Cole got his names mixed up. So is Rousey Riott facing Ronda Ruby or something? Or Ruby Ronda? Decide.
Ronda has
Bad barricade! This match is only 2 minutes long and 75% of it is Ruby Riott taking a breather outside the ring. This is very sad.
locked in. Riott taps out.
Because this match was cut to 2 minutes long, here are 2 sins. Hell, the confrontation that is coming up next was longer than this match. Becky Lynch is suspended, correct? Even if the suspension is storyline, WWE should at least get their stupid security to prevent her from entering the ring. Instead, this asshole to the left is just standing around as if Becky isn't suspended. Either Becky was faking her leg injury just to get closer to Charlotte and Ronda, or she sucks at selling leg injuries. She still hobbles somewhat, but not in a convincing fashion, so I assume it's the latter. Ronda Rousey falls for this.
She's not supposed to be here.
Is Michael Cole trying to remind us of that, or the security? If the answer is the security, then I can understand, as they're dumb as hell at trying to sell the act. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman for like the 50th time. Except this time, get this, it's a no disqualification match. Huh? Interested? No? Alright, just had to be sure. Guaranteed the Double R Rice Ryan from the Losers Lounge podcast is in the second row of this show having a sneeze break. I bet Baron is as bored as I am with the fact that he's competing against Braun once again. For the first time in a while, I'm with Baron on this one.
Amazon Prime, your boy Corbin, a tombstone.
Renee Young just called for Braun to literally kill Baron. This just got very dark.
The Toyota Center in Houston. Braun.
Wrestler throws an article of clothing at his opponent to gain the early advantage at the start of the match, cliche. Also, Corey Graves and his annoying cheerleading. Does Baron actually think that he can literally pry the kendo stick out of freaking Braun Strowman's hand? If so, he's a moron. What else is new?
Yes, this is my favorite part of
Renee Young is really trying to channel her inner Michael Cole from 2010 to 2012. Please do not remind us of that irritating gimmick. Most casual "you suck" I have ever heard from a fan. That guy didn't even sound like he was remotely interested in attending the show at all.
No disqualification.
Shut up.
Oh, off the face.
Correction, that was off the hand of Braun, not his face. I'm just about done with this match. Who's with me? Oh wait, they just want me to sit and do nothing else. Forgot all about that.
A little bit. Oh, it's Strowman.
Well, that's what happens when you spend 50% of this match gloating, taunting the crowd, and slowly picking up Braun.
Baron, if you can hear me, run.
Even if Baron was literally in front of the announce desk, I guarantee he still wouldn't have been able to hear you, Corey. Hell, I don't think Braun Strowman heard you. All that's happening is Drew McIntyre's music played. What's stopping Braun from simply pinning Baron and winning the match before Drew could actually do anything? Also, for the remaining 5 minutes of this match, you will witness the same 3-on-1 beatdown that we have seen countless times already, just like this match itself. So here's an extra 5 sins for nothing new. Even I'm trying to reinvent my sins videos. Discount the Shield. Previously on something we already saw about an hour ago. Until Lacey Evans actually does something in her appearances, I have no other alternative but to deem her the next Emelina, if anybody even remembers who the hell that was.
Armageddon 2008.
Bring back the Armageddon pay-per-view, WWE. AJ Styles non-pyro. AJ Styles stands around waiting for the next wrestler to enter the Elimination Chamber, ultimately forgetting that he's supposed to be entering the remaining pod. Daniel Bryan's stage graphics are funny as hell and they make so much sense. Been removing a number of sins in this video. Haven't done that in years. Although, when I look at the design of the WWE Championship, I'm giving it a sin mainly because I can't take it seriously. Everything else, sure.
Do you know what happens?
We just made the list? Oh, wait, wrong wrestler.
They've made you the authority.
Another case of the McMahons tricking us into thinking we were going to get the matches we wanted, and yet Brock Lesnar is still the Universal Champion, and Baron Corbin is having more continuous matches with Braun Strowman. Not to mention, they took Becky Lynch out of the title match at WrestleMania, even if it's leading up to something awesome. I'm just saying, we are sadly not the authority. Usually, the referees have solid reasons for throwing out a wrestler not competing. In this case, even if Rowan didn't get ejected, there'd be no way that he could help Daniel Bryan win as the Elimination Chamber is locked shut. Plus, I don't think Rowan has the teleporting powers of the Wyatt family anymore. How about instead of Samoa Joe daring Daniel Bryan to enter the ring, he gets out and goes after him? Just a suggestion. That way, we wouldn't have to feel like the wrestlers in the pause, just waiting for the action to happen.
Remember, all the eliminations have to happen inside the ring.
So do we officially confirm that eliminations can only take place inside the ring, or will the chamber matches next year have the rule of falls count anywhere? If it's the first thing, good. I can stop talking about that too.
A normal person would drop by now.
What coincidental timing at the moment when Corey Graves mentioned that a normal person would have dropped by now, right at the moment when Samoa Joe dropped.
Look at this agility.
Kofi Kingston is ready for action and attacks immediately, but also botches immediately. What a shame.
Kofi outside kick.
Oh, that was so bad. The way Kofi completely missed Joe, who still somehow got hit anyway. Daniel Bryan thinks he's CM Punk, or Aleister Black, one or the other. Also, Daniel must be an idiot if he actually believes that sitting on top of a pod is going to make him safe from harm in this match.
Tina clutch, turned it into a pin.
Whoever the hell that was that screamed randomly for no reason.
Daniel Bryan.
Kofi Kingston trying to expose Daniel's eco-friendly ass to the crowd. Wait, what the hell did I just say? Considering Randy Orton won the gauntlet match, allowing himself to be the last wrestler to exit the pod, why is his pod even an option for who's coming out next? If anything, the light should just be focusing on the pods of AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. Also, what would have happened if the light accidentally stopped on Randy's pod when the buzzer hit? Will they have to restart the whole process again?
Styles, here comes Styles.
Usually when AJ does that, he immediately connects with the reverse DDT. But here, he just hangs around and does nothing because reasons.
Just simply cannot stand one another.
No shit, Sherlock.
That is huge.
Can we please stop saying that is huge for every time a much bigger wrestler is eliminated from an elimination type match? Not cool to poke fun at someone's weight. There are 2 pods left. Randy Orton is obviously coming out last because of the gauntlet victory. So why are we even bothering to have the flashing lights over the pods when we can just easily let Jeff Hardy out immediately after the countdown? Damn it, we missed what happened. Is it possible for us to have split screens so that we can see what's happening on the other side of the cage? No? Oh, okay. Jesus, that was one of the more brutal swanton bombs I've seen from Jeff Hardy, taking some sins off with the brutality in this match. As cool as this move is about to be, I can't help but feel bad for AJ since he has his face practically buried in Daniel Bryan's ass. Byron Saxton's high-pitched what?
In the chamber.
Randy is addicted to Kofi's Kingston's. I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited on the possibility of Kofi Kingston winning the WWE Championship tonight. This moment and the remaining 10 minutes of this match had me on the edge of my seat. Great job!
For a lot of...
No offense to the fans in attendance, but the New Day is completely irrelevant in this moment. This moment is about Kofi Kingston himself, not New Day. Anyone else agree? If not, I don't care.
Entire career.
Monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness, Daniel. After what happened in the gauntlet match last week, why the hell would you not take Kofi Kingston seriously? This match has me at the edge of my seat, but I still gotta count the sin for the botch, even though I'm freaking excited.
Kofi Kingston inside of the chamber.
Damn, this is fucking awesome! This is how you get the fans excited and full of hope. So far, 2019 is a great year for WWE.
Now Bryan, the running. Oh!
There aren't many moments where kicking out of finishers is a cool thing. This moment, on the other hand, is the exception. Finishers shouldn't be kicked out of too often, except for moments like this.
WWE Universe, pure.
I'm sorry, but no. There are no rope breaks inside the Elimination Chamber. This makes no sense whatsoever. Here's a few more sins added because Daniel Bryan forgot that he doesn't have to break the hold.
And Bryan retains.
Even though it would have been epic to see Kofi Kingston win the WWE Championship tonight, I am not really upset at Daniel Bryan winning. I'm not. Because this was one of the best conclusions to an Elimination Chamber match we have ever seen. I give major props to both these wrestlers on the performance by removing another 5 sins. There. Is this what you wanted, folks? Is this what you wanted from me?